Hey guys, I'm calling this video Shot Talk, a conversation about shooting the basketball great. You get to hear me have a conversation with myself. Uh, it's not a how-to video. I use the word conversation because I'm hoping to invite discussion. A little bit of background on how I think about teaching shooting. Guy named Sam Alford, I used to go to his camp starting in middle school. He was a high school coach at Newcastle in Indiana and other places. His son, Steve, played at Indiana and won the national championship in '87. And he had a workout video where he shot by himself, and I just copied that and did that religiously when I was a high school kid. Guy named Dick Baumgartner went to his camps. More recently, Dave Love kind of tried to soak up everything he was teaching, and then a little bit from Drew Hanlon. So those are some of the people I'll be pulling from. And then when I have a question, like for example, where does the guide hand go? Do the hands move on the ball during the shot? I'm talking to a coach and we sort of find a little bit of tension in what we believe about teaching. I like to look at good shooters video and see what I can find. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, starting with a couple of assumptions, a few things to say here. Great shooters don't shoot the same way. There's multiple ways to be a really good shooter. Watch the NBA three-point shooting contest. You'll see all kinds of different shots. And in this analysis, I'm mostly focusing on a catch and shoot, more open, simpler shot as opposed to what you might do off the dribble or coming off the screen really hard. Areas that I have questions about or areas that I'm kind of checking out. The feet, the footprint meaning like just what do the feet do right before the ball's caught until it's gone. The catch, the path the ball travels to the release. Position of the ball and body at the set point, and then the release, including kind of looking for if there is a twist. Who am I looking at today? Steph Curry, Sue Bird, James Harden, Klay Thompson, Kyle Korver, JJ Redick. I got 3 clips of JJ. The last one is mostly just for fun. So we're starting off with Steph, and he's going left-right footwork on a right-handed shooter. And I do think that is the most common thing that I see with a right-handed shooter. And I would start with the left-right footwork. There'll be more of that. As Steph gets ready to go here, one thing I notice here, and I was looking at this at my daughter who's a sophomore, her knee was bowed in exactly like this. And I kind of thought about squaring her foot and making this more like a knee bend you might do for a squat. And so what do I take from this? I maybe take from this, chill out about that knee bend. It's okay. And then the last thing I want to say about this one little shot here is that Steph's hand is kind of off to the side, and he sort of rotates and twists his hand through the release. So it ends, really pure, flipping off the fingertips toward the rim. But you'll see if you can see his hand kind of turn a little bit there to where he gets that more pure follow through. We got one more shot of Steph here to point some things out. So if I'm teaching somebody to shoot, I'm thinking in terms of like a ball reversal against a zone, a quick reversal where maybe a high school or middle school player has a little bit of the time to get it off. I'm telling them to open up. So if I'm making this pass from the top, they're just kind of facing me. He's got his left foot down. He's going to catch it and bring his right foot up. So to me, that's one of the most simple, basic, good starting place kind of places to start. So let's look at this pocket. I think Dave Love I think he sort of said at least one ball width away from the body. I think players tend to be much tighter. And the next thing I would show would be the path this ball travels. For example, my daughter, a sophomore, she had that ball coming into her, to her chest, and then she sort of shot putted it, which meant there wasn't much of a follow through. So we're on, 6 weeks at least now that she's stronger. And we got a couple other things in her game that we like, that we're spending more time on the shot. This ball is going to travel away from Steph's body. This is all going to work as a hinge that doesn't really move. And it's going to swing away from his body to the set point. The other thing I want to point out here, and there's been some discussion between myself and the head coach about this, just kind of mulling it over. Nice leg bend, ball down, ball coming up Leg, sure, maybe coming up a little, still flexed. To me, the ball comes up right behind it. The legs are starting to push and unflex, uncurl. Okay, so that's it for Steph. And we'll get into some of that a little bit more. I don't think it's quite as obvious right there. I forgot to say, Basketball Tips Show Tour is the website. I'll link you to that in the blog post at thetorg.com. So now we're moving on to Sue Bird. I see a lot of similarities between Sue and JJ Redick. The first thing you'll see, even though there's a little bit of a 1-2 step, there's also a hop. So Sue appears to me, there you saw that hop. She often is a hop onto 2 feet instead of the 1-2 step, knee flex. She got to here really fast, right, guys? See if I can back you up just to hit. Yeah, nice. Lucky click by me. So very similar, right? Over at least a ball's width between her. This is also a Kyle Korver, JJ kind of motion. I notice her leaning forward a lot, which I've never taught, and I don't even know if I could go out out on the driveway and backyard and get that shot. What else did I want to tell you about Sue? Let's look. Oh, the forward jump at the end. But let's watch this ball. So let's see her legs. So it went too fast. It's tough, guys. One more try and I'll give up. So the legs are flexed. It's so fast. Legs are still flexed. Ball's heading toward the set point. She's still got a lot of leg flex to go. So I think legs are going, arms are going at the same time. That gives us some power. Now we'll just watch her feet. Pretty far forward. JJ's going to go way forward. I think it would be easy to complain about Sue's follow through, but let me show you this. So ball's gone right toward the rim, everything heading toward the rim, maybe a tiny bit of twist. I'm kind of a no twist guy. Our head coach was like, maybe some twist or athletic to be a twist. I'm going to end up saying I don't think that matters a ton. So look at how pure that follow through is. And then what you see, she does that all the time too. It appears that she's following through the stands, but she actually does that after the ball's gone. Not a big deal. So that's Sue. 2 things about James Harden. Where did I get this, Sue? I got to credit my sources. FIBA Basketball Channel. Gino Ariema narrates this, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so cool shot. Basketball Tip Show Tour. Again, really cool. So frame by frame of James Harden's shot. I've got James here because let's say that, and I do think that Sue Bird is pretty close to the form I would probably try to teach, minus maybe that lean forward that I saw. And so James teaches me to chill out a little bit about being so controlling about every little thing in the shot. A couple things I'd say, maybe agreeing with Dave Love, I might say the ball's just over from his belly button on his shooter hand side, and it's traveling on this path, finger through the middle of his eyebrow, middle of the ball. But James has got the ball way over on the left. Who knows if this is off his side step dribble shot, way over to the left instead of here. And then the other thing I want to get to is his guide hand. If we jump forward a little bit more. So maybe in here, James is blocking his own shot. His hand's on top of the ball. I might not like that. But the thing to point out is by the time the ball is gone, his hand is off the ball and he's got a ways to go yet. Hand is long gone by the time he's fallen through, so it doesn't matter. I don't have anything on thumbing here. I'll go quickly. I would teach getting the hand off the ball before the end, but tons and tons of great shooters who thumb it, and if you're hitting them, I wouldn't worry about it too much. So that's James, the guide hand coming off, and chill out a little bit about having to have the perfect form. So now we got Klay Klay's in that same reversal situation where he's very open. Somebody blew it, didn't they? He's going to go left, right. So left foot down, right foot. See if we can get him in his pocket. Higher, right? We've seen the ball down here. This is, probably a little above his belly. Straight out, more than a ball's width away. He's going to hinge it, and it's going to swing to the set point. Klay is so fast to his set point that you almost can't get it on video. I guess I might also see legs are bent, and I wonder how bent they are when we get to the set point. Klay's doing the best for my argument of ball slightly ahead before the legs go. So legs are still about what they were to start with. And now that he's at his set point, which is pretty high, legs are going to go, arms are going to go. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think we see much of a twist here. So, I don't think we're getting a twist. I think we're getting everything going to the rim. Probably a leg kick to try to get a foul. So there's Klay going to Kyle Korver. I forgot my credit for Klay. Basketball Tips Show Tour. So I'm drawing heavily on that channel. Good channel. This is going to be a shot fake here from Kyle Korver first. So that was right left. Knee super bowed. Ball is far away from the body as I've seen as I look at all these shooters. Let's just take it to the set point. Little slow on my click, wasn't I? Pretty traditional L. So mostly I think we're looking at that ball being further away. Great big jump forward. Traveled a long way forward. I don't see any kind of twist. The twist would have been that way, turning his shoulder right there. So he's done, and everything was going to the rim. So there's Kyle Korver. I got 3 of JJ. The last one's really only for fun. So JJ, he's going to be a hopper. So let's look at his feet. There was the 2-footed hop. Ball making its way to that pocket. Oof. Again, so fast, JJ, so fast. Oops, went too far, didn't I? Okay, so we got that. We're going to get this next one. I like this next one better. Here comes the hop. Pocket was high. It's definitely far away from the ball. I think we might get a little bit of a twist, and we're going to see his feet. Let's check out his feet coming way far forward. Not as much when he's not playing in the game. You'll see that in a second. But I would say definitely some twist. So that right foot coming out and forward, a little bit of twist out here towards these guys. So this Redick, I'm going to have to move my screen a little to get JJ out of away from my picture over here. Okay, so JJ's wide open, which is kind of what I'm interested in here. Left foot, right foot. Oh, what I wanted to show you on that last one. Even though JJ was on this side of the floor, he was still going left foot, right foot. Missed that point though. All right, so we got left foot, right foot. I love that DeAndre, he's counting this baby already, isn't he? Right? Long lean forward like Sue Bird. Pocket pretty much where we're seeing it with everybody except for Harden, like how I called him James, like he and I are buddies. We're going to get, I think, a big... Okay, let's see if this ball comes up before the legs unflex, which is one of my big questions. See that? Those legs are just as bent as they were. JJ's a little bit... JJ's high. He's on his forehead. Not quite the L. Legs are still flexed. Now they're going to go kick out. JJ's high, and he's jumping a long way, and we get a little bit of twist there at the end. I actually haven't listened to this video. I listened to it without the sound, but they may very well be talking about that twist or trying to draw the foul with the feet. Last JJ is just for fun. Let me get this centered right here again for you. And what's crazy here is the height, the distance jump forward, and the twist. So that was a left, right, and then just the height. That's crazy to me. It's just like JJ's taking off flying like Superman there. This looks like we teach it right. And then the big jump, probably the foul. Goodness, JJ. All right. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully some stuff there that's new to think about. Tell me where I missed something. Tell me where I need to rethink what I'm talking about. Look forward to hearing from you. Take care.